Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing. Here it is, January the 15th, 2023. Going to be fishing a new area today. This is the East Bay, part of a larger bay system here in Panama City, Florida. First thing I'm going to do is fish this bridge, maybe for some sheep's head or redfish or even maybe some black drum. And after that, I might get into some of these larger creeks and bayous that empty into this bay. There's some deep holes and deep cuts in a lot of them, so hopefully they might hold some fish. You know, in the winter time, fish usually push up into these creeks and bay systems further inland, seeking warmer water. Typically that's going to be your deeper holes, and as the sun comes up and warms up, then they might move on to some of the warmer flats. So that's the plan for today. We're going to go grab some live shrimp and we'll see you on the water. Alright, so I got myself positioned under the bridge here. We're going to throw down some live shrimp on a Carolina rig. Going to start out with a 1 ounce weight and see if that keeps us on the, keeps us close to the structure, and so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I got myself pretty close to the bridge here. Able to get the spot lock on and kind of get in a pretty advantageous spot. Able to get my weight and shrimp right up next to this piling here, so I'm going to start out on the bottom and kind of work my way up and see if I don't get any bites at different levels. Alright, I got him. Playing around with the trolling motor. Got something. Oh, it's a little... Honestly, I'm not sure what that is. We'll have to look that up when I get home. Well, it's a fish. Alright, so I had a couple little bites, but no real, solid fish on that Carolina rig. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this bird of prey fiddler crab type jig. Now this is only a 1/2 ounce, so we'll see if I can keep it down. Alright, so let me show you how I'm rigging this shrimp up. So I pinched the tail off, and then go ahead and feed it through the tail, the shrimp facing that way, and just kind of feed it up through till it looks like you can hide the hook the whole way and pull the hook out at that point. Well, that's all I do. Okay, so I've moved spots. It's a lot of structure here all together, kind of concentrated. So we'll see if this is holding any fish. Oh, got him. Got him. I don't think he's a monster or anything, but whatever the nibbles was, I was able to get him on. That's a little tiny mangrove snapper. Huh. Wonder if there's any bigger ones out there. Let's get him off and get him back down. Didn't even get him in the mouth. All right, buddy. Oh, nice one. Well, here's the biggest one of the day. Let's see what it is. Well, he's got a little weight to him. Oh, just a bigger mangrove. Now, he's not a keeper, but well, that's a nice little fish here. Alright, so let's get him off the hook. Alright, got something. Shaking his head pretty good. It's gonna be a little one. It's another little mangrove snapper. Alright, so I wasn't able to get any sheep's head on the bridge. I caught a couple of those mangrove snappers. So I think I'm going to go push into some of these bayous and creeks and see if we can't catch a redfish or a trout. So I'll see you at the next spot. Alright, so I got a little bite here. Looks like it's going to be a little trout. Let's see if he keeps. Alright, that just might be a keeper. Just might be a keeper. Get a measurement on it. No, it's about 14. But this is what I was looking for. Some still water. The wind's coming from the shore there. Look how still this water is. So that's exactly what I was looking for. Looks like there's a mud bottom to maybe start to hold some of this heat now that the sun's nice and bright out. So let's get our lure back out there and see if we can catch a keeper. All right, I'm gonna switch over to a popping cork with some of this live shrimp that I have. The water's a little muddy. Maybe I can coax the lure with this popping cork and this live shrimp. What in the world? Something just, oh, it's dolphins feeding over there. Might put an end to our trout fishing over here. All right, got another one here. Oh, he feels like maybe he's a keeper. Let's see. He's looking a little short. Let's give him a shot. He just might be 15. Just might be 15. Oh yeah, I think he's gonna be 15. It's a keeper. All right. It's hugging the bottom. Hugging the bottom good. Oh, whatever it is, it got off. Oh, what a bummer. Hadn't had a bite in such a long time. The water got really calm where we are. Looks like it's a little warmer. All right, so I'm back at the house. Just want to take a moment to recap today. You know, it was pretty cold today. It started out at 27 degrees and got up to about 54. And so it's quite the chilly day. But I had two areas I wanted to target. Number one was that bridge. I was hoping to pick up some sheep's head or maybe even some black drum. But all I was really able to get was those mangrove snapper. And those were nice to get, and it's good to know they're there. So that'll definitely be a place I'll target in the future. And then number two, I wanted to move up into some of the creeks that are off of that bay, looking for some trout or redfish that have pushed up in there for the winter. So to give you a better idea of where I was fishing, I'll take you over to my computer and show you the map. All right, guys, so I just wanted to kind of give you a map view of where I was fishing, just to kind of give you a better idea of what I was looking for in trying to catch those trout and redfish. This is East Bay over here. This is part of a larger bay system here in Panama City that eventually dumps out to the Gulf of Mexico here. So it's quite the large bay system. So I was over in this area. This is the bridge that I was fishing. And then I moved in over here to this bayou over here. The reason I chose this is it was kind of windy that day, and I saw all these arms, and I felt like, you know, it had some nice creeks to it, as well as, you know, a lot of different areas I could escape the wind, you know, just depending on which way it was blowing. So I ended up coming this way and moved in over here, and this is the primary area I was fishing. This is right about here is where I caught that first trout, and the wind was blowing from this direction. So this area right here was nice and calm. In here, it's about 9 or 10 feet, a nice little channel. And kind of once I got in here, what I liked about it, not only was that wind protection over here, but you had this little choke off area right here, and this little bridge. This is that bridge that you see on the video. I was casting to it quite a bit, but it had this area where this current was coming out this way. So I felt like there was some good current, as well as the wind protection over here. So that's where that trout was caught. And then the second trout was caught over here. So there again, I think I was successful with those two trout, not only from that wind protection. It was really warm in here. I think the temperature got up to, the water temperature got up to 59 at one point, where some of the other areas it was 55 and 56. So I like that temperature, but also I like that it had this current coming through here. And there were some docks and things over here that I tried to fish. So this ended up being quite the nice area. So you know, when you're getting out there in the winter, looking for these inland fish, you know, look for some, you know, several structures, or several things to look for: the wind protection, mud flats to hold the heat. You know, you're still going to want some current. You don't want dead water. You're looking for more the wind protected water, but it's still going to need to, I think, have some current, so that the fish can feed on those, you know, things washing through the current. So, you know, that's the area I fished. Like I said, this was a brand new area. I just kind of came across this, but really the night before I studied this area, using this Google Maps, and just, you know, tried to figure out a logical place to go. And so it turned out to be a great spot. So, you know, hope that helped you. And we'll get to closing out this video. So I hope that information helps you in your area. And again, I appreciate you for watching this video. Please subscribe and share this video. Until next time, we'll see you on another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing.